Welcome to Learn English Now. Ready to level up your English? Here we learn through stories, slow, clear, and fun. Listen, relax, and enjoy the journey. One introduction. Inside your body, there is an important force at work every second of the day. You cannot see it, but it is essential for your life. This force is called blood pressure. Think of your blood moving through pipes in your body. These pipes are called arteries. Blood pressure is the push of your blood against the inside walls of these arteries. This push is very important. It creates a flow that sends blood to every part of your body, from your head to your toes. Without this pressure, your blood would not be able to travel and deliver what your body needs. It is a constant, quiet process that keeps you alive and healthy. Having a healthy blood pressure is vital for your body to work correctly. All the parts of your body, like your brain, your heart, and your kidneys, are called organs. Your organs need a steady supply of blood. This is because blood carries oxygen and food that your organs use for energy. When your blood pressure is at a good level, your organs get everything they need to do their jobs well. A healthy pressure means your body is working in balance. It is a key sign of good health. Understanding your blood pressure is the first step to taking care of your body's needs. Problems can happen if your blood pressure is not in a healthy range. It can be either too high or too low. If the pressure is very high for a long time, it can be dangerous. This high force can damage the walls of your arteries. It can also make your heart work too hard. Over many years, this can lead to serious health issues. On the other hand, if your blood pressure is very low, it can also cause problems. Low pressure means your organs may not get enough blood. This can make you feel tired or dizzy. Both high and low pressure show that something is not right. When you measure blood pressure, you will see two numbers. These numbers give a full picture of your blood pressure. The first, or top, number is the systolic pressure. This number measures the pressure in your arteries when your heart beats or squeezes. This is the moment when the force is at its highest. The second, or bottom, number is the diastolic pressure. This number measures the pressure in your arteries when your heart is resting between beats. This is when the force is at its lowest. Together, these two numbers show how your heart and blood vessels are working. This lesson will help you understand this basic and important function of your body. 2. The heart pumps blood. Your heart is a very strong muscle about the size of your fist located in your chest. It works like a powerful and reliable pump for your whole body. It never stops working, not even when you are asleep. Every minute of every day, your heart beats between 60 and 100 times to move blood to all your body parts. This constant pumping is very important because your blood carries everything your body needs to live and stay healthy. It carries oxygen from the air you breathe and important nutrients from the food you eat. Without this constant flow of blood, your organs, like your brain and muscles, could not function correctly. The heart's main job creates the force we call blood pressure. The heart has two main actions that make up one heartbeat: a strong squeeze and a short rest. These two actions repeat over and over. When your heart squeezes, it pushes blood out with a lot of force. This action is called systole. The blood is forced into the large pipes called arteries that are connected to the heart. This powerful push makes the pressure inside the arteries go up. This creates the first and higher number in a blood pressure measurement. After the heart squeezes the blood out, it needs to rest for a moment. During this brief rest, the heart muscle relaxes and the heart's chambers fill up with blood again. This prepares it for the next powerful squeeze. This resting part of the cycle is called diastole. When the heart is resting and filling, the pressure in the blood pipes goes down. This lower pressure is the second and lower number in a blood pressure measurement. So the two numbers simply show the pressure when your heart is actively pumping and when it is resting between beats. The blood moves through your heart and body in a continuous loop. A first blood that has already delivered its oxygen to the body's cells returns to one side of the heart. The heart then pumps this blood, which is low in oxygen, to the lungs. In the lungs, the blood releases waste gas and picks up fresh oxygen. It becomes bright red again. This new oxygen, rich blood, then travels from the lungs to the other side of the heart. From here, the heart gives one final strong push. It sends this fresh blood into the body's main artery. This large pipe branches into smaller ones, and the blood travels to every part of your body, delivering the oxygen and food you need to be healthy and active. 3 blood vessels work. Your blood travels around your body in a network of special tubes. These tubes are called blood vessels. They are like a system of roads for your blood. There are several kinds of blood vessels, and each type has an important job. They all work together to move blood to every part of you, from your head to your toes. The journey for blood full of oxygen begins in strong, thick pipes called arteries. When your heart pushes blood out, the blood first enters these arteries. The walls of arteries are thick and muscular because they need to handle the high pressure from the heart's pump. Arteries are responsible for carrying this oxygen-rich blood away from the heart. Think of them as the main highways leaving a city. These large arteries then branch out into many smaller pipes. These smaller pipes are known as arterioles. They are like the smaller roads that take you into a specific neighborhood. They direct the blood flow closer to the body's cells. The arterioles connect to the smallest blood vessels in the entire body. These are called capillaries. Capillaries are so tiny that blood cells must travel through them in a single file line. This is where a very important exchange happens. The walls of the capillaries are extremely thin. This allows oxygen and nutrients from the blood to pass through the walls to your body's cells. At the same time, waste products, such as carbon dioxide, move from the cells back into the blood. Every single cell in your body is near a capillary to get what it needs. After the blood has delivered its oxygen, it starts its journey back to the heart. It first flows into small vessels called venules. These venules collect the deoxygenated blood from the capillaries. Many venules then join together, forming larger pipes called veins. Veins are the vessels that carry this blood, which now has less oxygen and more waste back to the heart. You can think of veins as the main highways that lead back to the city center. Blood vessels also play a big role in managing blood pressure. The large arteries are not just strong, they are also stretchy. When the heart pumps a wave of blood into them, their elastic walls stretch out. Then, as the heart rests between beats, the walls snap back. This action helps to smooth out the blood flow and keeps the pressure from dropping too low. The smaller arterioles are also key players. Their muscular walls can tighten to make the pipe narrower or relax to make it wider. When arterioles get narrower, it creates more resistance and blood pressure goes up. When they get wider, blood flows more easily and blood pressure goes down. This change in size is a very important way the body controls blood pressure for body controls pressure. Your body is very smart. It has special systems to control your blood pressure all day and all night. You do not need to think about it. The body has both quick ways and slow ways to keep your pressure at a healthy level. For example, your pressure needs to change when you go from sitting to standing. These quick and slow systems work together all the time. They make sure every part of your body gets the right amount of blood it needs to work well. The body can change blood pressure very fast in just a few seconds. This is important for when you stand up quickly or start to exercise. Inside your big arteries, there are special sensors. These sensors feel how much pressure is pushing against the artery walls. If the pressure suddenly changes, the sensors immediately send a message to your brain. The brain is like the body's main control center. When it gets a message about blood pressure, it acts right away to fix it. If the pressure is too low, the brain can tell your heart to beat faster and with more force. It can also tell your smaller blood vessels to become narrower. This makes the space for the blood smaller, so the pressure goes up. If the pressure is too high, the brain does the opposite. It tells the heart to slow down and the blood vessels to get wider. This makes the pressure go down. Hormones can also cause quick changes. For example, when you are stressed, scared, or excited, your body releases a hormone called adrenaline. Adrenaline makes your heart beat faster and your blood pipes smaller for a short time. This causes your blood pressure to rise temporarily to prepare your body for action. The body also has ways to manage blood pressure over a long time, like over many days or even weeks. The kidneys are very important for this long-term control. Your kidneys work like a filter and help to balance the amount of salt and water in your blood. When there is more water in your blood, there is a greater volume of blood in your body. This extra blood increases the pressure inside your blood vessels. When there is less water, the pressure goes down. The kidneys control this by deciding how much water and salt to remove from the body as urine. If your blood pressure is too low for a long time, the kidneys start a special process using hormones. They release a substance into the blood. This substance sends a message to the blood vessels, telling them to become narrower. It also tells the body to hold on to more salt and water instead of releasing them in urine. Both of these actions help to raise the blood pressure back to a normal, healthy level. This system works more slowly than the brain signals, but it is very powerful for keeping your pressure stable over your life. 5. How to check pressure. It is important to know your blood pressure numbers. Doctors and nurses use special tools to check your pressure. This process is usually quick, simple, and does not hurt. It provides very important information about the health of your heart and blood vessels. The main tool is called a sphygmomanometer. This is a long word for the machine that measures pressure. It has a soft band called a cuff that wraps around your arm. This cuff is connected to a small pump and a gauge. The gauge shows the pressure numbers. Another tool is a stethoscope. This is the instrument doctors use to listen to sounds inside your body, like your heartbeat. To check your pressure, you will sit comfortably in a chair. It is best to be calm and quiet for about 5 minutes before the test. You should rest your arm on a table. Your arm should be supported and at about the same level as your heart. A nurse or doctor will then wrap the cuff around your bare upper arm. The cuff should be snug but not too tight. Next, the cuff is filled with air. You will feel it get tight around your arm. This pressure squeezes the main artery in your arm. It stops the blood from flowing for just a moment. It might feel a little strange, but it is not painful and only lasts for a short time. Then a small valve is opened, and the air is let out of the cuff very slowly. As the pressure in the cuff goes down, the blood starts to flow through the artery again. The doctor or nurse will place the flat part of the stethoscope on the inside of your elbow, right over the artery. They will listen very carefully for a specific sound. The first thumping sound they hear is the blood starting to push through the artery. The number on the gauge at this exact moment is your systolic pressure. This is the top, or first, number in a blood pressure reading. The doctor continues to listen as more air is let out. The thumping sounds will get quieter and then stop completely. The number on the gauge when the sound disappears is your diastolic pressure. This is the bottom, or second, number. Your blood pressure reading is given as these two numbers. For example, a reading might be 120/80. This is measured in units called millimeters of mercury. A normal reading for a healthy adult is often around 120/80. Your numbers can change a little during the day. 6. Things change pressure. Your blood pressure is not always the same number. It changes often, even during a single day. Many different things in your daily life can cause these changes, making your pressure go up or down. It is very helpful to know what these things are. Understanding them can help you keep your blood pressure at a healthy level. What you eat every day has a big effect. A diet with too much salt is a common reason for higher blood pressure. When you eat a lot of salt, your body keeps more water. This extra water increases the total volume of blood in your vessels. More blood means more push against your artery walls, which is higher pressure. In contrast, eating healthy foods can help lower it. A diet full of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains is excellent for your body. Foods that are rich in a mineral called potassium are especially helpful. Potassium helps to balance the amount of salt in your body. You can find potassium in foods like bananas, spinach, and potatoes. Your daily activities and habits also play a big part. Regular physical activity is one of the best ways to manage your blood pressure. When you exercise, like going for a brisk walk, swimming, or cycling, you make your heart stronger. A stronger heart does not have to work as hard to pump blood. This means less force on your arteries and lower blood pressure. Long-term stress is another factor. If you feel stress for many weeks or months, your body may produce hormones that keep your blood pressure high. Finding ways to relax is important. Limiting how much alcohol you drink is also key. Drinking too much alcohol can slowly raise your blood pressure over a long time. Some things that affect your blood pressure are not choices you make. Your family history is one example. If your parents, grandparents, or siblings have had high blood pressure, your own risk is higher. This is because certain tendencies can be passed down from one generation to the next. Your age also matters. As most people get older, their blood pressure tends to increase. A main reason for this is that arteries can become less flexible with age. They may get stiffer and not stretch as well when blood is pumped through them. This lack of flexibility means there is more resistance to blood flow, causing the pressure to rise. Finally, there can be differences between men and women. Before about age 55, men are more likely than women to have high blood pressure. But after that age, the situation often changes. A woman's blood pressure can begin to increase, and it may become higher than a man's. Understanding all these factors gives you a better picture of how to take care of your health. 7 pressure problems. High blood pressure is a common health problem. Its medical name is hypertension. A person can have high blood pressure for years without knowing it. This is because it often does not have any clear signs or symptoms. Someone can feel perfectly normal even when their pressure is dangerously high. This is why it is often called a silent condition. But even without symptoms, it is a very serious issue for the body. When blood pressure stays high for a long time, it can slowly cause damage. The constant, strong force of the blood pushes against the artery walls, which can hurt them over time. This damage makes serious health problems more likely. High blood pressure is a major reason why people develop heart disease. It can also lead to a stroke, which is a dangerous event that affects the brain. The kidneys, which clean the blood, can also be harmed by continuous high pressure. There can be different causes for high blood pressure. Sometimes it is because other family members have it. A person's lifestyle is also a very important factor to manage high blood pressure. Doctors often recommend making changes to daily habits. This includes eating a healthier diet with less salt and more fruits and vegetables. Regular physical activity is very helpful. Keeping a healthy weight and limiting alcohol can also help lower blood pressure. For many people, these changes are not enough on their own. They may also need to take daily medicine to control their pressure and keep it in a safe range. Sometimes, blood pressure can be too low. This is called hypotension. A reading is usually seen as low if it is below 90/60. For many people, low blood pressure is normal and does not cause any harm. They may have it for their whole life without any issues. Low blood pressure usually becomes a problem only if it causes symptoms. Some people may feel dizzy or lightheaded, especially when they stand up quickly. In more serious cases, a person might faint. This happens when the brain does not get enough blood for a moment. Common causes include not drinking enough water, losing blood, or taking certain kinds of medicine. A sudden large drop in blood pressure is a medical emergency. It is important to talk to a doctor if you often feel dizzy, as it could be a sign of low blood pressure or another health issue. Important summary. Let's review what we have learned. Blood pressure is the force of blood pushing inside your arteries. This force is very important because it makes sure blood travels to every part of your body. The heart is the strong pump that creates this pressure. Every time your heart beats, it pushes blood out, giving your body the food and oxygen it needs to work well. We measure blood pressure with two numbers. The first number is the pressure when the heart pushes. The second number is the pressure when the heart rests between beats. Your blood travels through a network of pipes. The large pipes that carry blood from the heart are called arteries. They are strong and also stretchy. This stretchiness helps keep the blood moving smoothly and at a steady pressure. Arteries branch into much smaller pipes all over your body. These smaller pipes can get wider or narrower when your body needs them to. This change helps control the pressure in the whole system. If they get narrow, the pressure goes up. If they get wider, the pressure goes down. This system makes sure the right amount of blood goes to all your body parts. Your body is very smart. It has ways to control blood pressure all the time. It does this to keep the pressure from getting too high or too low. Special sensors in your arteries check the pressure constantly. They send messages to your brain. Your brain can then tell your heart to beat faster or slower. It can also tell your blood pipes to change size. Your body also uses special chemicals called hormones to help control pressure. Your kidneys are also very important for long-term control by managing the water and salt in your blood. Keeping a healthy blood pressure is very important for your overall health. When your blood pressure is in a good range, your organs get a steady supply of blood. This helps your brain, heart, and kidneys stay healthy and work correctly. But problems can happen. If your pressure is too high for a long time, it can damage your arteries and organs. This is called hypertension, and it can be dangerous because it often has no signs. If your pressure is too low, you might feel tired or dizzy. This is called hypotension. You can do many things to help keep your blood pressure healthy. Eating good food like fruits and vegetables is very helpful. It is also good to use less salt. Regular exercise makes your heart strong and helps your blood pressure. It is also important to manage stress and limit alcohol. Because you cannot feel high blood pressure, it is important to check it regularly. A doctor or nurse can do this for you. Understanding and managing your blood pressure is a key step to a long and healthy life.